Have you ever pondered the possibility of extraterrestrial life and their potential encounters with us? Imagine, for a moment, the countless stars above, each potentially hosting a world of alien life. How many of these life forms might have ventured into the vastness of space, possibly even reaching our humble blue planet? These questions, though intriguing, are not mere conjecture. There are numerous accounts that suggest such encounters may have already occurred. Join us as we delve into the top 10 alien encounters in chronological order. Our journey begins in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico. This small town was catapulted to international fame when a local rancher discovered unusual debris in his sheep pasture. Suspected to be the remnants of a flying saucer, the Roswell incident sparked a wildfire of speculations. The United States military, however, was quick to douse the flames of extraterrestrial theories, attributing the wreckage to a crashed weather balloon. But the skeptics were not easily silenced. Stories of recovered alien bodies started to circulate, fueled by testimonies of supposed witnesses. Despite the military's firm stance, doubts lingered. Were the government's explanations a mere smokescreen for something far more extraordinary? Over the years, Roswell has become a beacon for UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists alike. Its story, immortalized in popular culture, is retold and re-examined time and again. The question remains, was it a genuine extraterrestrial encounter or simply a case of mistaken identity? To this day, the Roswell incident remains one of the most iconic and debated alien encounters. Fast forward to 1952, where we meet the infamous Flatwoods Monster. In the quiet community of Flatwoods, West Virginia, a chilling encounter unfolded that would become a cornerstone of alien folklore. As dusk fell on a September evening, a group of locals were drawn to a fiery object streaking across the sky and crashing nearby. Venturing into the darkness, they came face to face with a creature of unparalleled strangeness. The entity, later dubbed the Flatwoods Monster, was described as towering, with a spade-shaped head, glowing eyes, and a body clad in a dark metallic exoskeleton. Its appearance was so profoundly unfamiliar, it struck fear into the witnesses, causing them to flee in terror. The aftermath was marked by a pungent, sickening mist and reports of nausea amongst those who had been present. The incident was swiftly seized upon by local and national press, sparking widespread speculation. Critics dismissed it as a case of misidentified wildlife and mass hysteria, yet for believers, it offered tantalizing evidence of otherworldly visitors. The Flatwoods Monster encounter left an indelible impression on those involved and sparked a wave of curiosity about extraterrestrial life. Next, we travel to 1955 to a small farmhouse in Kentucky. On a hot summer night in August, the Sutton family and their friend Billy Ray Taylor experienced what they could only describe as otherworldly. As dusk fell, Taylor noticed a strange object streaking across the sky, destined for the woods nearby. The family's curiosity turned to terror when they were visited by beings not of this world. These entities, about 3 feet tall with large glowing eyes, began to approach the farmhouse. The Suttons and Taylor, gripped by fear, defended their home with gunfire, only to find the creatures seemingly impervious to their bullets. The firefight, as it came to be known, lasted for hours, with the beings repeatedly appearing and disappearing in the darkness. When the family finally sought help from local law enforcement, they found the farmhouse in disarray, evidence of a struggle apparent. Yet no trace of the invaders could be found. The incident was dismissed by skeptics as owls or monkeys painted silver, but for those who lived through it, the terror was all too real. The Kelly-Hopkinsville Encounter remains one of the most compelling and terrifying alien encounters on record. Our next encounter takes us to 1961, with the first widely publicized report of an alien abduction. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction, a tale spun from the threads of the ordinary and the extraordinary. A couple returning from a vacation in Canada, driving through the quiet back roads of rural New Hampshire, suddenly find themselves the center of an extraterrestrial event. They report seeing a strange, luminous craft in the sky that eventually lands on the road ahead. They are taken aboard, examined by humanoid figures, and then released with their memories of the event wiped clean. In the days following, they begin to recall fragmented details of the encounter, leading to hypnosis sessions that reveal startlingly consistent memories of the abduction. The Hill's story, filled with strange details and chilling implications, is met with both skepticism and fascination. It stirs the public's imagination, making the concept of alien abduction a common theme in popular culture. The Betty and Barney Hill abduction brought the topic of alien encounters into the mainstream, sparking widespread interest and debate. In 1973, two men fishing on the Pascagoula River had an encounter that would change their lives forever. Charles Hickson and Calvin Parker were enjoying a quiet evening when they were suddenly interrupted by an unusual whirring noise. Looking up, they saw a domed, football-shaped craft hovering above them. Before they had time to react, three strange creatures emerged. These beings were unlike anything the men had ever seen. Roughly 5 feet tall, they had grey, wrinkled skin and claw-like hands. Their most striking feature, however, were their heads. They were oddly shaped, with no discernible eyes and a pointed, elephant-like trunk. Terrified, the men could only watch as the creatures floated towards them. They were then swiftly lifted into the craft, where they underwent a thorough examination. After what felt like an eternity, they were released, the craft disappearing as quickly as it had arrived. The men immediately reported their encounter to the local sheriff, who was struck by their genuine fear and distress. The Pascagoula abduction was further legitimized by a hidden tape recorder, which captured the men discussing their experience in private. Their conversation revealed a deep-seated terror that was hard to dismiss as a hoax. The Pascagoula abduction remains one of the most credible and disturbing alien encounters to date. 2 years later, in 1975, a logger named Travis Walton would have his own terrifying encounter. Nestled in the heart of Arizona's Apache Sitgreaves National Forests, Walton's life took an otherworldly turn. After finishing a hard day's work, he and his crew were heading home when they spotted a bright light in the sky. Walton, intrigued and perhaps a bit foolhardy, decided to investigate, only to be struck by a beam of light. The next thing Walton remembers is waking up disoriented on the roadside 5 days later. His crewmates corroborated his story, claiming they'd seen him levitate into a UFO before it speedily vanished into the night sky. The event sparked a media frenzy, leading to a flurry of examinations, lie detector tests, and investigations. Walton's account is unique in that it's one of the few abduction stories that come with multiple eyewitnesses. The incident was so compelling it inspired the 1993 film Fire in the Sky. Despite the skepticism and controversy surrounding his narrative, Walton has never wavered from his account of the events that November night. The Travis Walton abduction is another chilling example of an alien encounter that continues to be debated. As we move into the late 80s, we encounter a wave of UFO sightings in Belgium that left many questioning what they saw. Beginning in November of 1989 and continuing well into the following year, thousands of Belgians reported strange triangular objects in the night sky. These objects were described as having bright white lights at each corner and a red, pulsating light in the center, moving silently yet swiftly across the landscape. The sheer number of witnesses is what sets the Belgian UFO Wave apart. But even more intriguing was the official reaction. The Belgian Air Force took these sightings seriously, launching an investigation that lasted for several months. Radar data, air traffic control records, and eyewitness testimonies were all meticulously examined. Despite this thorough investigation, no definitive explanation was ever provided. The objects were neither identified as any known aircraft, nor could they be linked to any conventional astronomical phenomena. The mystery deepened when similar sightings occurred across the globe, from Arizona to Russia, sparking worldwide intrigue. The Belgian UFO Wave remains one of the most well-documented and intriguing alien encounters. In 1997, the skies over Phoenix, Arizona lit up with a formation of lights that many believe was not of this world. This event, known as the Phoenix Lights, was witnessed by thousands, casting a veil of mystery over the city. The lights were a formation of orbs, glowing bright against the night sky, moving in a trajectory that defied conventional understanding. The event sparked widespread controversy. Skeptics argued that it was merely military flares or a formation of planes. Yet the uniformity of the lights, their silent motion, and their peculiar formation led many to question these explanations. Even the governor of Arizona at the time, Fife Symington, initially dismissed the event, only to later admit he himself saw the lights and could not explain them. Investigations into this unexplained spectacle have failed to provide a definitive answer, leaving the Phoenix Lights as a conundrum in the world of extraterrestrial encounters. This event remains a focal point for UFO enthusiasts, serving as a testament to the potential of life beyond our planet. The Phoenix Lights encounter continues to mystify and intrigue those who study alien encounters. In 2006, a UFO was reportedly sighted at one of the busiest airports in the world. This wasn't a tale spun by a lone conspiracy theorist, but a sighting reported by multiple credible witnesses at O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. On November 7th, employees, including pilots and supervisors, reported seeing a metallic, saucer-shaped craft hovering over Gate C-17. This wasn't a fleeting glimpse either. The object was visible for approximately 5 minutes before it shot up into the clouds, leaving behind a dramatic hole in the overcast sky. Despite the number of witnesses and the physical evidence left in the cloud cover, the Federal Aviation Administration didn't investigate the incident, dismissing it as a weather phenomenon. The dismissal sparked outrage and controversy, with many accusing the authorities of a cover-up. The incident was even featured on CNN, sparking worldwide interest. Despite the official explanation, many of those who witnessed the event maintained that what they saw was not of this world. The O'Hare Airport UFO sighting is a recent example of a credible and unexplained alien encounter. Our final encounter takes us to 2020, when the Pentagon officially released 3 videos of unidentified aerial phenomena. This momentous event marked the first time a government body of such high stature publicly acknowledged the existence of these mysterious objects. The videos, which had been circulating in the public domain for some years, were finally confirmed as authentic, causing quite the stir worldwide. The footage showed objects moving in ways that defied our understanding of physics, fueling the ongoing debate about the presence of extraterrestrial life. The Pentagon's release of these videos was not just a revelation of what our pilots encounter in the skies, but also a testament to the government's commitment to transparency on the matter. The significance of this event cannot be overstated. It spurred renewed interest in UFO research, with scientists and enthusiasts alike delving deep into the enigma of these unidentified aerial phenomena. Investigations continue on a global scale as we strive to unravel the mysteries of the universe and our place within it. The release of the Pentagon's UFO videos marks a significant moment in the history of alien encounters and leaves us wondering what the future may hold. From the deserts of New Mexico to the skies over Belgium, these encounters have left us questioning our place in the universe. We've traversed the annals of history, from the enigmatic Roswell incident of 1947 to the Pentagon's UFO videos of 2020. We have borne witness to the inexplicable, from the eerie Flatwoods Monster to the radiant Phoenix Lights. We've delved into the chilling tales of abductions, from Betty and Barney Hill's narrative to the harrowing experience of Travis Walton. Each of these tales, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, nudges us to reconsider what we think we know about our universe. As we continue to explore the cosmos, one question remains: are we alone in the universe,